we've all seen Angelo meltdowns.
That rooster he screws day and night. He said it's crazy. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, maybe we'll bail there. I got more egg questions for sure, but.
This episode is brought to you by Whoop. Whoop is a 24/7 health and fitness wearable that tracks your daily activity and gives detailed breakdowns of your sleep, recovery, stress, and more to help provide you with personalized insights and feedback on your health. With 140 trackable daily habits, Whoop can help show the positives and negatives of your lifestyle. Try Whoop for 1 month free and start the journey towards a healthier you. Head to join.whoop.com/mayhem to get started. Should I shoot my truck with an arrow?
If you say no, you're not our friend.
All right. We are rolling.
Rolling.
My friend, you wouldn't do that, I guess. You had more sense.
Of what?
You wouldn't shoot your own car.
No, because my wife wouldn't appreciate that.
Truth.
Yeah.
Truth.
How'd yours take that? Didn't care.
I don't even know if she
She's
really.
an idiot.
Yeah, she didn't really believe me yet. For as much as she looks at that truck. Well, what's up, dude?
You want me to scratch?
Not at all. But if you feel the need,
If I must.
yeah.
Music to my ears. Did you watch that video I sent to the group?
No. With the last one you just sent?
Yeah.
No.
It's like dudes acting like turkeys. It's hilarious. They're like puffing up, looking at each other or whatever. And then like the hen leaves and they're like, oh, where'd she go? Oh, you want to go hang out? It's like,
Chill out, yeah.
Yeah. But they're like yelling at, they're like, what up, bro? You know, like, should we puff? It's so good.
I think I know who that guy is.
It's coming up.
Well, juvenile already. Did you go out?
I did not
No.
because I was
You were gone.
in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
TPC Sawgrass.
TPC Sawgrass for Tim Tebow's.
Tim Tebow Foundation. It was
Yeah.
fun. Super cool. Cool to see how authentic he is, how much he, that you never know when you meet people. Is it real? Is it fake? It's real.
Yeah.
Good dude. Great organization. And I still really suck at golf. Made some new friends in Tulsa. Shout out to Sean, Aaron, Corey, and Chad. We had a good time. It was a ton of fun. But yeah, I just can't.
Can't get
Something in
into
my
it.
brain is like, hey, you shouldn't swing hard. And then I line up, and I'm like, don't swing hard. And I get back here, and I'm like, swing as hard as you possibly can.
I'm going to kill that thing.
Yep. So
How good or bad did it go compared to
I
expectations?
mean,
Did you
I
get
knew
any
it
good
was-
shots?
I have not played in probably a year and a half, maybe
Yeah.
something like that. I played with D-Rob, Austin, and AJ one time, and that's the last time I played. It was probably almost 2 years ago. So I mean, same as normal. Make contact with the ball every time, but it just goes. And like irons are okay; they still go right, but it's more like a direct right where my drive takes off. Like I'm like, that's the one.
Oh, and then it like
all of a sudden it
corkscrew
just bends,
in
and
the
then you're
air.
like, oh, it's gonna fall. It's gonna stop there.
Stop
And it just keeps.
it's like it
drifting.
almost does like
It
it's like
almost
a boomerang.
if like it could do a boomerang.
Yeah.
And then one time I lined up almost on a 45 left
Yep.
and bent it right into the fairway. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I'll start playing this, right?
Yeah.
The
I've
next
done that.
one, straight as an arrow, right into the trees. And I'm just like, man, I should just leave my.
I started opening up.
Yeah.
Like I'll open up, so when I hit it, it ends up going straight because I'm really hitting it like
I think
around.
I've got to learn how to either do the like thumb thing or the pinky
Yeah.
thing just to get some. The guy was trying to tell me that I need to like. He was trying to equate it to ping pong. He's like, right now you're doing kind of a back a slice shot, obviously a slice, but like a chop shot. He's like, you've got to turn over, and I was like, oh, okay. So I tried it the next time. Same thing. I was like, thanks. I appreciate the like
Yeah.
help, but it just.
I understand what you're saying, but doing
just-
it is
yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah, so, but yeah, it was fun. I think we maybe used a couple of my iron shots. I had 2 pretty long putts, which was surprising, but you have a caddy out there, and he's like, basically holds the flag. He's like, shoot to here, or
Oh,
hit
that's
it to here.
cool.
Yeah.
And so you hit it, and it's just, think I hit like a 60-foot putt or something like that. So, it was a ton of fun. Good group of guys, good group of dudes. Yeah, and Aaron owns CrossFit Eclipse in Tulsa.
Okay.
So it was cool.
Oh, that's fitting.
Yeah, it was cool.
This was like, so the foursome was put with him.
And
Yeah.
the Eclipse
Yeah, he was-
happened.
You
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah, I get it. I got it.
Cool.
I get it now. Sorry.
Right
over my
over
head.
Rose's head.
Yeah. Well, I was on an airplane. I missed it.
Oh,
Went to a
no.
wedding in
Outside?
California. Well, I mean, it just didn't like whatever.
You're
We were in the
getting
path
pretty
or
up there
whatever.
in age. You may not make it to the next one.
This is true.
Yeah, was
this
it
is
2044
really.
is the next one or something?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Well,
You might. That might have been your last chance.
that? Might have been all of our last chances.
2044, you said?
I don't know. I saw
20?
that somewhere, but I also saw that last time we had one, and it was like
look, I'm trying to math now. I'm like, dang, it's true.
I saw we took the kids on a zoo trip, like a field trip, and there's kids walking around, and it says class of 2036, and you're just like,
Oh my gosh.
we're counting that already, you know? Like, holy crap, it's crazy to think about.
It is crazy to think about. You're in my head, bro. You're in my head.
2036.
All I want to do now is see the next Eclipse. Get on a
Orange
plane
shake
somewhere.
it is.
He's like doing every biohacking thing.
Did you see
do
it?
to make Yeah, I saw it.
Oh,
Were
okay.
you here for
Oh,
the
yeah.
last one? Were you
No.
yet?
We were pretty close to
What would that have
totality.
been? That would have been
Yeah,
7,
I think we
17?
were totality
Really?
last time. Last time, I'm pretty sure we
It
were
was
totality. Because the
dark.
people like traveled here.
Yeah.
The coolest part of it was, you know, it gets pretty dark. It's
Yeah.
not like pitch black, but
no,
dark.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you hear crickets and frogs start kind of going
Oh,
crazy
Yeah, 'cause
for
they
a
think it's
minute,
nighttime.
and then it keeps going, and they kind of stop.
Oh, that's
It's like
wild.
right in the middle of the day. Yesterday, luckily the clouds broke just enough that
Yeah.
you could see it with the glasses.
Yeah.
You could see it, and then kind of, I mean, I didn't look at it with no glasses.
Yeah. I did try to look out without
There
the
was a
glasses
couple
little bit.
times where the clouds were thin enough
Covered,
that you could just
yeah.
see it, and you're like,
kind of
"Ah, let's
cover
go."
it, but I would look up and the clouds would move.
Yeah,
And then I wouldn't. I put the glasses on. I wouldn't see anything
Yep.
for the next
Like,
30 seconds.
Yeah,
That's rough.
yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, awesome organization. And like I said, Tim's a real deal. Got to see some. I mean, Tim Brown was there, so big Notre Dame. I think it was something like 9 or 11 Heisman Trophy winners were there.
Nice.
Yeah, felt a little out of place. Chip and Joanna Gaines, like real celebrities, were there. You know,
Did
kind of
Hill?
like I'm like F-list celebrity or something like that.
So did Hill get to meet? Like, is she a Joanna Gaines fan?
She's
I
a
think
huge
she is, right?
Joanna Gaines fan, and I would not let her, like, you
Wouldn't
know,
let
we
her
got
bro
the
out.
thing, and it was just like, well, it wasn't even that. It was just like, no taking pictures and stuff like that. I was
Yeah.
like, do not take a picture. Don't be those people, you know.
Don't you
like,
dare.
but,
Yeah.
you know, she was, because I saw her first. We were just kind of sitting there eating, and it was like finger food type stuff, and we're sitting at a table, and Hillary moves, and she comes back, and I said, don't look now. Joanna Gaines is right behind you. And she goes, where? Like, immediately, just like that.
Smooth,
so,
Hill,
I was like,
smooth.
nice.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, it was fun. It was a ton of fun.
That seems like a cool environment for someone like you, because you could go. So you go a lot of places, and it's a little bit of a headache because you get
Yeah.
mobbed, right?
Yeah.
But it's cool that they have it.
Yeah, it
where
was cool. Doug Flutie, Danny Werfel, a bunch of ESPN anchors, Ryan Sheckler, Torn Wells, Christian music artist. But it was cool. Like at every hole, they had either a Make-A-Wish hole with silent disco, but it was
Nice.
on 17, so you get to make an ass of yourself before you make an ass of yourself. They had, I guess, one of the first Make-A-Wish kids there that Tim ever did something with.
That's cool.
The Night to Shine kids.
How old is that first Make-A-Wish kid?
He was probably our age, I bet. Maybe a little bit.
We're not the same age.
Yeah, sorry. Right. Probably my age. My age, or maybe in
Triangulate.
between us two. He was probably a little bit younger, I guess, because me and Tim are like 3 weeks apart, 4 weeks
Oh,
apart.
wow. What was
Yeah.
his affliction? Because obviously,
I don't really know. I
obviously
didn't ask him. I said, "Hey, man, what's
30s.
wrong with you?" No, I didn't say that.
thought maybe you know
No.
the story.
Well, I
didn't
don't
ask
think
him.
like you have to be terminal. So it sounds like
No, I
maybe
don't think so,
he
yeah.
beat his affliction.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that I was like,
Yeah, but usually I mean,
It's not always. It's like
No,
the
it doesn't have to be
recovery. Yeah.
terminal, yeah.
So it was. That was cool. And they had some like mini games at different things, and then some Night to Shine kids. And it was pretty cool. I didn't realize. I thought all that they did with Tim Tebow Foundation was the Night to Shine stuff. They've been to Cookeville before and done the where they do kind of like a dance or a prom type thing for kids with special or people with special needs. And then, but they're fighting human trafficking, rehabilitating women or people in human trafficking. They do adoptions for kids with disabilities, sponsor adoptions for kids with disabilities. They do Night to Shine. There's just a whole bunch of stuff, and so
Yeah.
it was pretty cool to hear about all that. So it was a fun night.
that's right. He seems like a good dude.
Yeah, solid.
So is he going to come work out?
I don't know. We did talk supplements a little bit while we were on the driving range. Said he never took creatine because he was afraid to tear his hamstrings, and said he said said he thinks if he would have taken creatine, he could have been a little bit stronger. And I was like, bro, I don't think that was the problem. You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
just trucking
I've
people
been
in college.
in the fitness game for a while. I've never heard that. Is that a thing?
I don't know. Must
Was
have been
there
like
an
a scare
association?
tactic in the college.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Because
I think
they would say it
creatine
would
is the most.
dehydrate you. Is
Creatine
Yeah,
is-
dehydration, cramps, that kind of stuff.
Creatine
but-
is the most. I want to say one of
yeah,
the most.
no, it is the most
studied
performance enhancing drug.
and only legal.
most
Yeah.
tested.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
So-
caffeine.
fair.
But
Touche,
caffeine's
touche.
pretty close.
I stand
But yeah,
with you.
it's the most studied performance enhancing drug. And
Supplement.
I think we call it a
like
supplement. Yeah.
No, I think it's performance enhancer, maybe
There you
not
go.
drug. Performance enhancer, performance enhancing supplement. Doesn't sound right.
Do you take
PED.
creatine?
Every day.
Do you really?
Yep.
You're not afraid for your hamstrings?
No, I have no.
I used
I've
to,
never
and
had
now
any
I just
serious
forget.
inflammation.
I'll like
I forget
randomly
too.
take it. I'm like, oh, I should be taking that.
When it first came out, and then now it's so much more like prolific too. Like it's not even as expensive as it used to be. But remember when
so
it first came
cheap.
out, and it was like you had to do like 5-day loading phase.
I
It
used to
cost a
take
bajillion
Take it in
dollars.
Celtech from
Did ya?
Walmart. Yep.
Nice. I,
Uh,
Or no, Celtech. Yeah, Celtech.
I don't remember where the first place I was getting it from,
Yeah.
but I just
Celtech.
ordered it off Amazon.
Get it at like
Yeah.
GNC or something like that.
It's dirt cheap now.
Yeah.
I get like 100 servings for $20.
You know you can get it.
No.
Never mind. You know what I'm about to say.
What?
Remember somebody saying you could get it from chicken? In what, 8 ounces of chicken you could get whatever. It was
5 ounce
like,
chicken breast.
yeah. Somebody that's supposedly reputable in the fitness space.
You
Go
know where
ahead.
you can get it? The Rich Froning Mountain Op stack.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can. Mountain Ops has combined my two biggest passions, fitness and the outdoors, as well as sourcing quality ingredients. Mountain Ops supplements has helped me get the most out of my training sessions in and out of the gym. If you want to start taking your results seriously, I've put together a bundle of Mountain Ops products. New and returning customers save 20% on their purchase when you visit mountainops.com and use the code FRONING. That's MTNOPS.com, code FRONING.
Again.
Yep.
I guess I
I
know what I
was
need.
about to say, what are you doing on
I guess I
Amazon,
don't need to
bro?
buy it on Amazon.
I know.
It's just so cheap. I
Yeah.
actually I had a subscription on Amazon, and it was stockpiling for a while. I was like, I need to cancel that.
Yeah, I think I'm only about 3 or 4 weeks back into taking it.
Oh.
I
I never.
for years I was I think I like took it every day from the time I was 15 till I was probably 30.
Wow.
And then one day I was just like, I just forgot, right? And then you just get out of the rhythm.
I've
And
taken
then
it.
now I'm like, all right, I guess I get back to it. So
I think I've taken it pretty much every day ever since I started working out. I mean, maybe I stopped.
well,
back in
that
the
was that
day.
like it was bad for your kidneys. You had to cycle
Yeah,
off of
you had
it
to
and
cycle off
whatever.
of
I was
it.
like, F that.
Oh, really?
I'm good.
Yeah,
That's the Froning secret,
I used to
man.
cycle off it a
That's
little bit.
harden them kidneys.
Well, I guess we got some CrossFit stuff to talk about. You guys want to talk workouts or experience first?
Workouts, maybe. Then we'll talk.
Let's go through the
about the
workouts.
elephant in the room.
I mean, I
What's the
can't wait to
elephant in
hear
the
about it. I just think we're never going to leave it
Did you
alone
see
once
the
we
video?
get there. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was great.
The
What's-
video.
It was one of the first.
What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
Scott? He's not that big.
You.
No. Oh.
Your meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your meltdown.
Your mishap.
Oh, yeah. No,
Clock-
I don't
clock
know about
gate.
a miss. I didn't have a mishap.
It's true.
It was a mishap.
Well, here we go. Just go. Just spill the beans. Like for those who haven't seen it, well, whatever. Even if you
Everybody's
saw
seen it.
Yeah, I want to see the background. I want to hear the
that
backstory.
video is, I think, second or third right now in the last probably 20 videos that I've posted. I think the only one higher is me talking about the clock, like people who mess up the clock,
Mhm.
and
I'm
I
glad
think
that got a lot of
me
views.
doing 24.1. I think
Oh,
those are
yeah.
only 2 reels that this video has not beaten.
So then you set it up before he gives his personal, because
All right.
I had to get the background from Scott.
So they're doing the workout. It's 50. Basically, it's 50, 30, 20 synchronized dumbbell snatch and toes to bar. Like it is split up a little bit different on the toes to bar, but you're still
Not
doing
really.
50, 30, 20, right?
Yeah.
And so they start the workout. I'm doing a little interval piece right there so I can watch them. You know, it's Thursday, and I'm watching, and then all of a sudden this kind of like commotion happens. I think I was on a ski at that point. Yeah, it's the video. I'm on a ski, a little like recovery type ski, and I see Angelo go, stop, stop, stop. What the hell just happened? And I look over, and Bennett is walking towards me with like
Just sheepish.
just
yeah.
white.
Oh no.
So I'm like, oh no, what happened? And I look over in the clock, and he's not owning up to it, not like, oh, my bad, I messed up. He's kind of like talking to people like maybe nobody saw it or whatever. And the best is Sam going, what?
Yeah.
You can hear him in the video.
If you can't hear me in the video, but I say Bennett hit the clock.
Oh, you said
So
Bennett?
I
All
knew,
right.
I knew it because
Yeah.
I heard him go, he said the F word.
Yeah.
And I turned to look to see, like, he whispered it though, kind of. He's like, F. And I turned to look, and the clock's not going, and Bennett's standing there with his hand over his face, and I started to put stuff together. I figured it out.
And so Angelo walks by me, and the best part of this is, we've all seen Angelo meltdowns, right? And it happens, like, especially, I tell people, it's just a workout, and you're like, shut up. If you have to say it's just a workout, you don't get it. But anyway, Angelo goes on his little
tirade.
Little
Let the
tirade.
steam out, yeah.
And at no point was, if he would have like said F you Bennett or whatever, like that would be different, right?
Yeah.
He's just letting off some frustration. And I never even, I know what's going on. And I think I might have even said to Ben, because I think Ben turned off the camera. I was like, get it. And so he's filming, and Luke walks up to him. He's like, don't film this, bro. And I was like, Ben, keep rolling. Angelo will want this. There's no, like, come on. And so Luke goes over to try to console you or something. I don't really know. And I was like,
He's like, come on, man, you got it. It's all right.
There's no consoling. Like, he's going to be fine. He just needs to let it go for a minute. And so Angelo walks back, and we just go up on our day.
At what point in the workout were you?
Exactly 80% of the way done.
They'd finished the
100 reps, and
bar.
we've done 80 of them.
Now, do you think that in retrospect, would you just carry on? Because
yeah, probably.
For those that remember, Scott was nice enough to remind me, even though I'd never forget it, but I kicked Bailey's clock during the open one year, and she just kept going, and we had to basically like reach out and, hey, is this going to be okay and whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I would have known what I know now, probably still no. I would probably have stopped. Same thing. Now I'm going to use 2 clocks, always 2 clocks in frame, 2 cameras filming, which we had that, and using an app with a timer in it.
Smart.
So
Why would you not keep going if I can lay a clock over top of it?
because it's an edited video.
Yeah,
But I
but
can't say that on this podcast, and I'm going to let Scott edit my video, and I'm going to be okay with it.
well, no, but I'm saying theoretically we could put it because you weren't going to do the workout for 2 days, right?
It's an impossible.
So
I guess it's an impossible
can-
thing to cheat. Really.
You can
Well, it's
well,
not true.
no,
you could speed up them by whatever. You
But
can
he could-
speed up or
He
but
can
I'm
slow
set
down.
his
saying-
seconds to be 0.95.
you can email CrossFit and ask if it's good enough. I mean, you're only going to do 20 more reps.
Yeah, but you know how they are about getting back to you. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
I think in hindsight you should have kept going.
And then even if they do get back to me, they go back in their word all the time. I'm not saying anything that's not true here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. No, I probably still would stop, but I wouldn't. But I just won't be in that situation again. Is all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I won't let myself get in that situation again. And I have said this to multiple people that Bennett doing. Oh, so David Lane said this. Is David Lane, you were sitting there. He's like, Bennett came in. He's obviously frustrated. He walked back to the media room and he sits down. And I guess David Lane's like, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, I effed it up. And he goes, "What?" He goes, "I freaking kicked their clock out." And then David said, he goes, "Whose clock?" He goes, "Angelo's." He goes, "Oh, no."
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I'm Bennett's worst nightmare for the foreseeable future.
Well, wait. So what were the rules? 2 clocks in frame.
2
use an
clocks,
app,
2 cameras, and then using the app too. So 3,
and then no Bennett.
and then no Bennett.
yeah.
No Bennett.
Number 4. Rule number 4: no Bennett.
Best part of all of it, though, is he posts it, right? So he posts his little, like,
Yeah.
it happens, whatever, and he's just like, they stop. And that's it, and the video cuts. And everybody's like, wow, you handled that so great, or blah, blah, blah.
I wouldn't have handled
And
it
so
that
I
well.
commented,
Good work.
I commented with the gif with, like, John Travolta where he's looking around like, and I said,
Something's
where's the
missing.
rest of it? And so I immediately, as soon as I saw it, I ran to Ben, and I was like, hey,
Edit me something
pull up
up.
a Paul Harvey clip. He's like, who's Paul Harvey? I said, watch. And so at the beginning of every story, he would say, now for the rest of the story. And then at
Yes.
the end, he would say, now you know the rest of the
Yes.
story. It was, and so Ben worked his magic, and it came out incredible. And the freeze on I didn't
so
tell him to
good.
do that. He did that great. The freeze on your face.
Roy said he's going
Roy-
to frame it.
Royce says he wants a T-shirt with that on it. But it was so good.
That
like,
freeze.
It was so good, but it makes a lot more sense now that like I've got all the context. Because I saw your GIF and I was like, I don't get it. And then I saw your post. I was like, oh, damn,
now
makes
I
more
get it.
sense.
That freeze looks like one of those Sasquatches where you
Yeah.
see him walking and it stops. Yeah.
It's like if you turned it,
Yeah.
like, 90 degrees, and it's
Yeah.
like his face.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
One guy commented something about how how I shouldn't have got that upset. It's just a workout. And I commented back and I said, well, that's you because you never won anything. It's a quote from Michael Jordan from Last Dance.
Yeah.
He's like, you think, people say, oh, man, he was a bad teammate. He was a tyrant or something. He goes, well, it's you because you never won anything. And then that guy just kept chirping back.
I saw you talking to the guy with feet pics. Feet pics.
Yeah.
I commented back to him, too.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen it anymore.
Yeah.
And then he said, one of the guys was like, man, you're just in here getting offended, and that's the best part. I said, I'm a Gen Zer. What do you expect? I'm getting offended by social media, of course.
What could happen if you committed 1 year to better nutrition? The RP Diet app provides a virtual nutrition coach and a year of nutrition guidance for less than $8 a month. Take the guesswork out of your nutrition. Head over to rpstrength.com and use the code Froning for a year of the RP Diet app for only $89.99. When it comes to training flooring, durability is the most important factor. With Regapol's established 65-year history, the decision for our studio flooring was simple. Made from recycled tires, Regapol floors are indestructible, durable, and easy to install, and has less smell than other rubber flooring products on the market. To purchase, go to roguefitness.com and search Regupol. That's spelled Regupol. Get strong, grow durable, and unlock your potential on Regapol rubber flooring. Recover faster, breathe easier, and increase your endurance with Airwave's scientifically proven performance mouthpiece. If high-intensity or interval-style training is your sport, try their patented endurance mouthpiece. I opted for the Mayhem 2-pack with one of each. For podcast listeners only, save 15% of your purchase at airwave.com/Froning. That's airwave.com/Froning. So good. People get so fired up. And the best one was like, wow, can't believe, or didn't think they would allow cursing at Mayhem. And I was like, you have no idea what goes on here at Mayhem then.
It'd be impossible to disallow this man to curse.
You should have
Vanished.
seen.
Shame.
They should have seen Angelo's 2022 freak out.
I was
if they
about to
thought
say.
that was bad.
Then he was throwing things.
This
and
one, this one was not on the Mount Rushmore of Angelo freakouts.
And I paused it. Well, like I would have been able to hold it in at least until I got like back to the athlete area where no one was at. Had I known there were other people in the gym, there was just like athletes and
just athletes. There was one pair of drop-ins.
They were in the store.
But they heard you.
I know
Because Violet was sick that day. And she heard you in the store.
I
or in the back.
I came around and I guess I don't think about how my voice carries in there, but I walk around and that's when I pause because I see him standing at the glass and I'm like, gosh dang it.
I talked to him after and I was like, hey, sorry about that. And I was like, he's just fired up. And he's like, I love it. He's like, no problem, like he didn't care whatsoever, or they didn't care. So it was.
Well, how'd the second round go? I mean, how'd the second go at it go?
It went good. I think it went a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We were ahead of pace when we finished the 30, where we got to the last time. We were ahead of that pace by like 25 seconds, but we were freaking smoked from doing it 2 days before. Like everyone's grip and. We didn't even feel our abs until we started to do it again. Like our abs were tired. Everyone's back. Like I was on bed rest the day before because my back was so tired.
While you're at the fire department defending the city.
Yeah, well, I got to be ready to go. I mean, I seriously put in about 8 hours on the heating pad the day before because I was so messed up.
Oh, brutal.
I was so nervous. I was so freaking nervous. And I spent 20 full minutes in a couch stretch just trying to loosen my back up. And then it went fine. I was just sore. Like it felt like it was hurt, but I was just sore. It went good. We were ahead of pace, and then I fell off towards the end because our grip was so messed up. So it was probably like around the same, like within 10 seconds, probably. Maybe, who knows? The rest of them, first one was synchro burpees, synchro front squats, 2-person, male female pairs. Max ring muscle ups.
That one was probably my favorite one, I think.
Me too.
I actually liked that one. I liked the toe to bar snatch.
I like that one fine too. And the last two were okay.
Did you see Con Porter's?
Yes, him and Cara
post about how him and Cara did.
Him and Cara were just like on the first round. They're like rock stars. They did 22. They said on the first round, and then on the last round they did 8. There's just a video. He fails one. Cara fails one.
But it was straight comedy, dude. Because
So
you've
good.
seen like where people for a meme like they'll juxtapose. It's the song from Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
And then it turns into like somebody on a recorder just totally. Yeah. So towards the end, they're just like, their conversation up front, they're like, okay, we'll probably get 20 around. Yeah, okay, cool. And then towards the end, they're just like,
just
struggle
dying.
bus.
It was hard. I mean, I think everyone probably fell off at the end.
Did you show me that, Scott?
No.
Okay. Jake was showing me that maybe.
This
car is like, she's a gangster with
yeah.
muscle ups.
And I guess
So is
Con said
Con
he
is
was too. Yeah, and they just, I think he said his elbow's been messed up, and then she had a baby 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So like they both had their reasons for not doing so good on muscle ups, but I mean they still got like 160 reps. They still did good. That was probably my favorite one. Yeah, I mean a lot of muscle ups, so it was my favorite one. What's funny is it's 5 rounds. On the first round, Zoe did the same amount of reps as me, and he looked at me. He's like, "You need to do more." And I already knew I needed to do more. I'm like, that can't go. She did 5, I did 10, she did 5. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be doing the same work. And on the last set, she did 5, I did 8, she did 4. So she did more than me on the last set. But granted, the middle sets, I was doing 11, 11, and 10. Like, it was big. Those are big sets. So
Those are hard to rebound from.
really hard. But no, that one was really good. I thought we did really well on that one. Game planned it pretty well. Dumbbell snatch one, like we reevaluated, changed our game plan, did about the same. The third event, which we ended up doing second technically, was 500-meter row. This is same-sex pairs. 50 handstand push-ups, split. 50 wall balls, synchro. Rest as the girls, row, handstand push-up, wall ball. And then we start again at the wall balls, 50 synchro wall ball, 50 split handstand push-ups, 50 or 500-meter row, same time. And I felt like we did all right. Like Sam's really, really good at handstand push-ups, and I those sets I'm good enough to just give him a break.
And you could kip.
And we could kip, which Sam did some, but
He did
mostly
like 2.
yeah. But he's just so good at strict, and he's so fast. There's no reason. If he's getting a break, there's no reason for him to really kip at all.
How'd you guys do on that one?
Terrible. Horrible. Really bad. 65th. By
Hmm.
far our worst event. By far.
Yeah, I mean, that's all about the handstand push-up. It really
I guess.
is. Like,
I
you
don't know.
can't- On the top, it's the row. I mean, the row pace is really going to be
Negligible.
You guys rode hard. You can't
Yeah.
make up time on wall balls, so it's just how people cycle. I hate kipping handstand push-ups
Yeah.
for that reason.
I think a redo, not that you wanted to, but a redo would have
Yeah,
served
we
you
would've
pretty
done
well.
better.
Yeah, you guys got some no reps in there that
Well,
probably cost
the
you.
other thing too is Liberty redid it. I mean, they
Did better by 2
they
minutes.
they got better by 2 minutes, and they had to redo it because they were right on that. They were 23rd after the first leaderboard,
Yeah,
so they didn't know where they were.
Somewhere in the mid-20s.
Where did they end up?
17th in the East.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys went worldwide. These are worldwide scores.
Yeah.
You guys went 7th on the first workout, 11th on the second workout, 65th on the third workout, 6th on the last.
We have the worst single placement within the top 13 teams.
If you would
That's always the case.
If you would
I'm
have
so
finished,
tired of that being the case.
if you would have finished like average to the other scores
Yes.
on that one, like 10th, let's say, you would have
Okay.
been 4th or
Yeah.
3rd,
Where'd you guys
depending
end
on where it was.
8th. So frustrating. I'm so and that's a workout that like on paper, you'd be like, oh, probably do pretty good. Like if you see that workout semis, you're like, oh yeah, we'll probably do pretty good on that. Like me and Zoe aren't the best at handstand push-ups, but Molly and Sam are really, really good at them. And if we can just break the setup for them, like we're going to do good. So if that workout shows up at in-person competition, like we're probably pumped to see it. But with it being quarterfinals, like whatever reason, we sucked. So we're punishing ourselves this week. We were texting about it last night, and I was like, wow, we really suck, huh?
What's the punishment look like?
A lot
you're
of
just-
The punishment has to fit the crime,
Truth.
I came in and I rode a max ever 500 meter as soon as I got to the gym this morning.
every day.
Every day. I rode a 128. It was a PR. It
Nice.
hurt. I mean, I was ice cold. I put my shoes on.
128,
I went right to
500,
the rower and I rode a 500 at a 128. I mean, it may not sound that fast, and that is a PR just because I've never really done a max ever 500. So, yeah, every single day. And then I need to be doing about 50 kipping handstand push-ups every single day until either
Every single day.
until my shoulder rips off or I get better at them. So it's the only way. So frustrated.
Where
I'm
can people
so
sign up for
tired
your
of that.
coaching? Is that Mayhem
Performance
ID?
Coaching?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't
Mayhem
think they're
Hunt
gonna let me.
soon.
Yeah.
Follow
Yeah.
the Everyday Hero. They'll be on there.
Dang.
Yeah, your daily 500-meter row sprint, and then
into 50
into
kipping.
50 kipping handstand push-ups. Has to be unbroken. You have to restart the row.
Man,
Wait.
that's such the Mayhem way.
It is.
Do you remember?
But will you really? I mean, like, are we being serious? Like, will you actually?
Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean,
Not-
probably.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe not 50. I have done that before. Sorry, what are you gonna say? Because I
Do you remember the year Dre missed snatches at Rogue?
oh yeah, and you made him snatch 225 like every day.
We snatched 225 at least 4 or 5 times a week that year. It was so ridiculous.
When I did bad on a handstand push-up event, it was the stupid tape line in the open. And
Yeah,
it had
right.
nothing to do with my handstand push-up capacity, but I did bad in it. So I would do a minimum of 100 every day, and I remember I was playing Call of Duty at the time.
Oh, we had to keep your heels up, basically.
Yeah,
It was
I
all it was.
was playing Call of Duty at the time. Every time I died, I had to do 5 strict handstand push-ups,
I was playing Call of Duty all the time.
and I gave myself bicep tendonitis, of course. 'Cause I was doing 100 and 150 handstand push-ups every day for like a month.
Was this with Nick Palladino?
No, this is by myself.
No, but like
I mean,
you were
around
were you
that
gaming
time.
with him?
No, I didn't really game online ever.
That would have made a lot
Played.
more sense.
Maybe I did game online at this time a little bit, but no, and I wasn't good, so I was dying a lot. I was doing a lot.
Let's be
of
clear.
handstand
I
push-ups.
suck.
A lot of handstand push-ups, but a lot of COD as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the last one was like a full sprint barbell deadlifts, 30 deadlifts for the females, split at 205, however they want, split however they want. Men do 30 deadlifts at 315, split however you want. Women do 30 shoulder overhead at 125. Men do 30 shoulder overhead at 185. 15-minute AMRAP. And I feel like we attacked that really well for us. Like, everyone's back was killing them, of course.
From doing
200
dumbbell snatch in the last couple days.
Yeah. But my back didn't blow up. I don't know how anyone else felt. Like, I took a little bit more on the deadlifts. Sam took a little bit more on the shoulder overhead. I think we did 17-13 on the deadlifts. And then
Broken 17.
No.
I was like,
no.
damn.
And then 18-12 on the shoulder overhead. So it was like
That was the day I was going.
it was a really good setup for us, and we did really well for that kind of that style of event for us. So, which I like that more than a 1 rep max, actually. It was fun.
Yeah.
It probably could have been heavier, honestly, because it was more about,
Really?
well, if you're going to call that your heavy test, I think a shoulder overhead, I think deadlift at 365, it's quarterfinals, so never mind. It's probably fine. But deadlift at 365 and shoulder overhead at 205 would have been like really, you have to
Weeded
be
them out.
strong.
I will say the one thing with it is it was light enough to where people had to move so fast that movement like remember in the open 185, a lot of movement quality came into question. 315 when you're sprinting like the top scores are, you're still having to ride the line
Yeah.
of am I actually doing the movement right? Same with the 185. I think if you made it, I think it's fine how it was, but if you made it 365 and like 205 or something,
Even like 345. So it's just that like
just a little bit more.
you've got to do that workout I sent you yesterday,
I will.
dude. I don't know why it was so bad.
Because you did that hunt workout in the
Murph
morning.
thing.
I did that yesterday night.
Yeah.
You can say what it is in a second,
Yeah.
but it has to change.
It has to
It's
change.
fine. It's fine for us. I think it's a little aggressive though,
it
because
aggressive?
if you,
Dude, I
it's
didn't pay attention
24
to it. I
rounds
saw
of
it.
Cindy.
I know it's 24 rounds.
It's
of
more
strict
volume than
Cindy.
Murph.
I know that was the point of it.
It's
You
great.
got to overreach a little bit.
I'm fine
It was
with
terrible. I thought Bird was gonna die.
it. Yeah.
It sounded good on paper. So here was the
saw-
idea.
yeah.
This was how it all started. It was I've been trying to on Monday doing some type of Murph. I haven't vested it or anything, but run and strict Cindy stuff. So like last week was 2 sets, 800 run, 10 rounds of strict Cindy, 800 run. I think it was rest 5 minutes and do it again. This week was it was way worse. Run 200, which on paper it does not sound that bad.
No, I'm looking at it. It doesn't look
So
that
it's
bad.
8 sets, run 200, run
Yeah.
200, 3 rounds of strict Cindy, run 200. And the idea was like, rest 2 minutes-ish maybe to get a full rest so you could kind of push it. And I was like, no, rest a minute. And then I finished the first round at 3:54. And I was like, I'll try to hold on 5 minutes a set. Walls started to close. I mean, I was always under 4 minutes or right at 4 minutes, but it got into about 5 minutes in or 5
RPE
sets
went
in.
up, though.
5 sets in. That FAFO scale was way up. it was dark for a second.
Leaning.
So then in the afternoon, I'll tell the other workout, I was like, all right, I did all that body weight stuff. I need to do something moderately heavy, and then I need to bike because it's that time of year. Like, I've got to start biking in some form or fashion every day. So I'm like, all right, 15 deadlifts at 315, 30 GHDs, in a 3-minute window, 15 deadlift, 30 GHDs, and then the remaining time, I did max assault bike because there was a ton of people in there, and I think the Echo bikes were being used. 3 minutes on, 90 off. Round 4, I was like, I'm going to do 5 sets. I got to go pick up the kids. It'll be perfect timing. Round 3, I'm like, maybe I'll just do 4. I finished 4, and I was like, don't be a bitch. And so I was like, I did 5. It was, for some reason, I don't know why, but like walls started, like literally started tunneling. It was not fun.
I won't be doing much biking in that workout, I can tell you that.
I did all the deadlifts
Seriously.
unbroken, and then the GH. I was getting about 90 seconds to bike, which sucks.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
not
too much
not
time.
fun.
So from here on out, you'll bike every single day.
I've tried to
Yeah.
be on a bike 5 times a week, 5 times a week, starting in like January. So I've done a pretty good job of
Nice.
it. Like in it, it's not a ton of volume. It doesn't have to be a ton of
Yeah.
volume, but just biking. So, but yeah, I think overall the test was okay. I'd give it like a 7.5, maybe 8. I don't think it was great.
Okay with
Was there any
Um,
glaring stuff that you didn't like?
I'm glad. I'll say the things I liked that they didn't do. I liked that there was no super individual based stuff. Everything had
that.
some type of either
Yeah,
partner
for
or
sure.
4, or I think it was pretty much all synchro minus. I guess you kind of got to 1-to-1 it with some stuff in the last one.
Yeah.
Which I don't love in team stuff, especially.
Well,
when
that
you're
was
doing
like
for a
1 to
large group.
3 though. That
Yeah.
was the problem.
Yeah, so that one would be the one probably.
Yeah.
And like you said, there was no heavy test. You make that 365 or something like that, then you've got a
Everyone's gonna jump on us because we've openly said tests don't have to be heavy, but
no, we don't have to do a
Yeah.
1 rep max.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no, no,
100% in support of a heavy
I'm talking
test.
about like making. You don't make a workout better by making it heavy
No,
all the
oh,
time.
yeah, you're right,
but in this event, maybe it would have been a little better if it was a little heavier.
Do you care about
But-
repeating movements at all from the open? Or
I
does
don't
that-
care about the repeating the movements.
Depends
I
on-
care about the workouts where you pulled from the floor, you pulled on the rower. Did you wall balls was your only squat?
No, front squat.
Front squat. Oh yeah, you guys did a front
I
squat.
think
at what,
I-
185?
Yeah.
It's okay.
There was basically 2 squat and 2.
I don't like that.
There was no skill other than the
We've
muscle
only
up.
really moved the 185 barbell, but aside,
The
in the open.
315.
No, okay, sorry, the thrusters, whatever. Yeah, the 315. It's okay, but it's
You-
funny
I-
how redundant the 185 seemed to be so
We're
far.
getting there, yeah. What do you think do you think the teams that needed to make it made it? You think there's any team that didn't make it that should be in there?
No way.
I mean, I
So
don't
I
know
think-
enough teams. I don't know enough of the teams personally.
Yeah. That's the net's broad enough at this point that as long as you do your job, you'll be all
Yeah.
right. Now, semifinals, that's when it's going to matter.
That's what I think. A lot of people were losing their minds about these workouts.
Yeah.
And it's like
Tell me, like, what was
the-
the big pushback?
they were mad about the weights being lazy or the movements being repetitive or they're not being, this or that inside of the. But I don't think it matters. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're in the
We didn't
bottom.
have pirouettes. We didn't have
Yeah.
crossover single
Rock
unders.
muscle ups.
We didn't have pullovers.
Count your
I'm-
blessings.
I'm
is
all
what you're
right.
saying.
We did some it was classic
It was
ish
just normal
CrossFit for the most
CrossFit.
part, and I'm 1,000% in support of that.
I thought it was fine. I don't think there's
There was no gimmicky trick like, hey, dance monkey.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with it.
I did see Castro talk about it in his week in review, like in the open, and this also I can apply it to quarterfinals, talking about how like people were complaining about the dumbbell snatch and then the deadlift in the open, saying like we're pulling from the floor 2 weeks in a row.
He's
He's like, well, you would do.
again twice.
He's like, yeah, he's like, well, in your training, you would probably deadlift and dumbbell snatch in a week, but however, you're not getting
tested.
evaluated on
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not the fact of like,
I don't think it's
the
redundant.
volume
Yeah, the
or
redundancy of the
no.
volume. No, it's just that you're getting tested on kind of the
You're
same
tested
thing.
on the same on pulling.
But we got a high volume ring muscle up workout, which weeds out a lot of people. I
Yep.
feel like
Yep.
high volume toes to bar workout with a dumbbell snatch. I feel like you could have really good gymnastics and do not great in that workout, or you could be pretty strong and not do good in that workout. I feel like that was decent.
I wish the kipping handstand push-up would go away.
Yeah, me too. My neck does too.
At first, I was a big anti or against the wall facing, but I think I like the wall facing better than even the.
Well, because it gives you something to change it.
Something to change. It's harder to cheat. A little bit harder to cheat.
Yeah.
I just I don't like a kipping handstand push-up. It looks it's like a, you know, I think even they've got Glassman quoted where he said he wished he wouldn't have put so much emphasis on the kipping pull-up.
Yeah.
And I think the kipping handstand push-up, you know, obviously if you're parallel handstand push-upping or even on a deficit, it's a little bit easier to judge. But in that such a short range of motion, I think it's a horrible movement.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
Add that to one of the movements I think we should outlaw for
Kipping
competition.
handstand push-up. My
Push
neck
up,
thinks we should.
Kipping handstand push-up.
Absolutely.
Bother your neck? Bothers my neck every time.
Every single time.
And there's going to be like, I'm half joking, there's going to be a large percentage of people who have like low-grade concussions on a consistent basis just from
CTE
like
for sure.
Ben has a theory that Rich has CTE from handstand push-ups.
What is this?
Do I forget stuff that much?
Why?
Do I get angry?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Angry
exactly.
outbursts?
Just because he's done so many, or like are there symptoms that he's pointing out?
But here's
I don't
the
think
deal.
it's symptom-based.
I don't
okay.
I don't slam my head like a lot of people do.
I slam my head.
yeah.
I
me
don't slam
too.
my head much when I'm doing them. I've noticed, but
Get that good bounce off the neck, you know?
I do.
Vertical
Like
spine.
I can't do that because I'll lose even more hair. You know? Like,
I notice my hair starts to thin the more handstand push-ups I do. More kipping. Like I'll look at
I
it.
don't
And
ever kip anymore.
but it's like I only look like I'm balding here. Like people don't bald.
Well, then you get a shark fin. Like, you ever
Yeah.
get that where you do a bunch of kipping handstand push-ups and the next day your head,
Yes.
like, do you remember the year?
This actually tells me yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Finish.
I was going to say, this tells me I'm doing something wrong because like I usually make contact with like my forehead. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yep, that's wrong. You're
maybe
gonna have a
that's what
broken
I'm doing
neck.
wrong. Yeah.
Do you remember the
No
year
wonder
we
your
had to
neck hurts.
do handstand push-ups to metal plates?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was
2012.
like, and I had like a legit cut. Spieler wore a beanie out there. It was
Yeah.
2012, maybe.
2012.
It was the
D-ball,
D-ball
sled
carry.
push.
it
D-ball,
was Sam-
carry.
It was over the shoulder,
7
carry,
carry, 8 carry.
something like that.
3 or 4
Three
rounds.
or 4 rounds, but it was, dude.
Yeah.
That's a cool workout.
It was a cool workout. It's a great workout.
Yeah, it's a great workout.
Minus that part.
metal plate.
Yeah, and it was like, you can't wear anything on your head. You can't do this. I had on the plexiglass wall, because your shoes would kind of like hit it and you'd skid along. I took, the forearm sleeves that everybody wore. I took them and put them over the back of my
Nice.
shoes. Yeah.
Smart.
So
The heel clip before the heel clip. Remember the
Those
shoes
are
with the
the,
heel clip?
Yeah, the early days there was a lot of learning to do. Like you not
the
having
ring
a
handstand push up.
you not having a pad. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That's the worst of all time. The ring handstand push-ups.
It's a horrible
not in
movement.
2010. 2010 is bad. 2016 is way worse.
I don't
And they're
remember.
kipping up into it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
They were
all
like they were
flailing
almost at like
around.
waist height, right?
That was
Oh,
for the
they were
girls.
high.
For the
That was
girls.
for
The
the
guys
girls.
had to
Okay.
do a muscle up.
The guys had to
into
do
it.
muscle. That's
And
right.
it was like 8 feet
Yeah.
in the air.
And people were dive bombing out of them. And then like some people are doing bench presses and stuff.
Ours were terrible. Like the
yeah.
standard was like some people were getting away with this,
Yep.
and like I forgot who I had, but I literally had to like like I couldn't even get my neck to that point. It was so bad. That workout was so
those
stupid.
need to
It's
go
actually a cool
away.
workout if you made it parallel handstand
Yeah,
push-ups.
it could
was
be-
like 3
yeah.
power cleans at 205 and 4 handstand push-ups
Yeah.
or something, or like maybe opposite
Yeah.
in 7 rounds or something like that. Great workout if it's parallel handstand push-up, And there was a real standard.
The ring handstand push-up.
Man, they were great to watch.
So good.
just like wriggling up.
Yeah.
The worm. You're not
Yes.
supposed to do it, and half
Yeah, you're
the
not
people
supposed to
are,
let your feet help you, but
half
everyone's
the
got
people
their
are
feet
getting
wrapped
away with
anyways.
murder. Then you get a judge that's just a stickler on the rules, and
Yep.
it was great.
Oh,
Angelo, did you deep dive the leaderboard at all?
Did I deep dive it?
Not,
I
not,
haven't.
not deep dive it, but
I've looked at it. Yes, I haven't. I mean, yeah.
Did you approach anybody today?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
All good,
Oh, good.
as far as I know.
Did you handle it okay?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I handled it all right.
Wait, what's
I
happening?
thought we had somebody sharing some scores. But
Yeah, just
Oh.
an insider who's on the outside, maybe.
Oh, Bennett.
No.
Just
he's a
kidding.
different-
No, he's just
kidding.
trying to.
different shadow op.
No. Bennett's just. Bennett was just trying to sabotage us.
The saboteur.
Yeah. Like no. There wasn't any mistake about what he was doing. He was just sabotaging us. He wasn't trying to hide it at all.
blatant. Well, What do you make of Peak winning every work or 3 of the 4 workouts?
It's quarterfinals, so I don't put that much stake in it.
All right.
But, I mean, they're a good team. I mean, I'm not an idiot. They're going to be a good team. They're all fit. But I think Proven did the same thing last year. I think they won 3 and took second on 1. And, I mean, again, that was still a good team, but, like, we were
What about
within
us?
What?
What about when we did it?
Overrated.
Yeah, let me look at 2022.
Overrated.
Let's take a look at that leaderboard.
Take a gander.
Team quarterfinals 2022. You guys won 3 of 5 workouts, and you got second on 1 and fifth on 1.
What'd you get 5th on the burpee one? You got a penalty on, I guess.
No, he's talking about you, right?
No, I'm talking about you guys in 22, Rich.
Something like you.
Bunch
I
of
don't even
losers.
remember what year it was.
The burpee. Remember the line burpee with a shell
Oh,
run?
is that the one we got
I
penalized?
think that's probably the one you did bad on. Is it
Did we
not?
win overall, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only had 10 points
Yeah.
in 5 workouts.
I do think that it matters a little bit, but like I was saying about Proven last year, they looked like they smashed us in quarterfinals, and then on paper they did at semifinals, but on 3 of the events we were like within 10 seconds, within 2 reps or 3 reps, and then within 3 seconds. So like we knew that we were like we just need to clean up a couple areas, and we're competing with, and then our scores with their scores stood the test of semifinals. We were the first week, and we had like 1 and 2 on all the events worldwide afterwards. So a lot of stuff changes in the semifinals, and even more changes in the games.
Being on the floor. Are they in our region then?
Peak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever look, like, it's pretty easy, I feel like, for individuals because it doesn't change as much and you kind of know who you're going against. Do you study it all to see like what new teams pop up or no?
Dude.
So you have no idea?
It would be a full-time job if I tried. Because I don't know anybody on any other team except for us and Peak on the entire North America East leaderboard. I couldn't tell you one other complete team.
Mayhem Liberty.
Mayhem Liberty. I do not know Mayhem Liberty.
What did they end up, did you say?
17th in the
17th.
East.
What did you have to get, 40?
30.
30. Ooh. Got it.
A lot of Mayhem teams, actually. At least front page of the first page of the leaderboard.
First page.
First
Thunder.
page, got some South America
Thunder,
representation.
I think they ended up
got
on
a
the
bunch
second
of-
page.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
They were on
Overall.
the top 5 in Oceania.
Overall, worldwide, yeah, sorry.
And
Royce
then-
them won theirs.
I think so.
Grand win.
Let me check. No, they didn't.
Dang.
They got second.
To who?
CrossFit Wayside 64 Army got first in Oceania.
I think there should be like a 2, maybe 3 word.
3-word
Can't
limit.
mix up that many references into
Well,
one.
I think
Well,
they should-
at that point,
Unless you put
we
Mayhem
have,
at the end.
Yeah.
we have Raw Iron CrossFit Mayhem Thunder. Imagine a workout. Raw Iron CrossFit Mayhem Thunder just passed up CrossFit Wayside 64 Army in the 5th lane.
And that's why the teams will never be taken seriously.
Oh, sorry, the event ended while I was telling you what was happening.
The whole event's over when I was just reading the names.
Oh, right below them, CrossFit Chocolate Box Star Strength. Tribe Northern Beaches CrossFit Black. It's just Oceania. They have a lot of names in there.
What's Royce's team?
They were second.
No, name.
Oh, they're
Mayhem
just
Torian.
called CrossFit Torian Mayhem.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the best point I've ever heard made, Scott. Like, reading those names out, what a nightmare.
No one would think about that unless you've done any broadcasting,
Yep.
and that would be a pain.
Because
Oh, man.
you only think about your team's name. Like you
Yeah.
don't think about everyone else's.
Why did
lining
you
up.
guys go this year with CrossFit Mayhem instead of
Oh,
CrossFit
he
Mayhem
asked me.
Independence?
Yeah, well, technically we're a year behind. We probably should have done it last year because we were actually the only team at Mayhem in Cookeville, and we wanted to do it last year. I signed us up as independents already, so we couldn't change it, and I just wanted to use it. Like, as long as I'm going to do a team now, I'm probably just going to use it.
It's so annoying trying to tell people because I'm like, CrossFit Mayhem. Well,
like, which
Angelo's CrossFit Mayhem, not Liberty.
We should have put the CrossFit Mayhem, but no, we're just CrossFit Mayhem because I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a CrossFit Mayhem.
I
The
like it, man.
original.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah, Jake likes it because it's the 10-year anniversary from when they made it to the games, I guess. So he
23rd place showing. Was he on that? He wasn't on that.
was not. He was the alternate.
Alternate.
And he said it ate him up that he didn't make it because it was based on the open performance.
It was Thomas, Ben, and Darren.
And he said Ben beat
Oh,
him just
wow.
by a little bit in the open that year, and it ate him alive.
Ate him alive. That was the time Darren gave me shit for so long about rope climbs, and then he fails. Were you there? That no, it was the year before you were there.
Legless rope climb?
Legless rope climbs.
Yeah.
It was the team version of the thruster legless that we did later that night, and Darren went out
Couldn't.
hot and failed.
Yeah, because, I mean, he wouldn't mind me saying this. He's not good at legless rope climbs.
He isn't.
He's good,
Yeah,
but for what he expected, he wasn't. But he's pretty good at all gymnastics.
Yeah.
So he probably got out there and was like, "Oh yeah, here we
I'm
go,
good.
legless rope climbs. I could do this," and then he just wasn't good at them.
Not so hot. Poor bastard.
Payback.
They
Yep.
used the wooden worm too.
Yeah.
The log
Took
worm.
people's fingers off.
Did it take people's fingers off?
I don't know. That was the joke, I think.
But it
That's why they
could
got rid of it.
easily.
Heck yeah.
Freaking accordion down.
Mess people up.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
got-
had that.
Scott.
You guys had that weird one, right?
Yeah,
This
but
year?
it was still sandbags though.
Yeah, but
Cool.
how-
Yeah, the wood one was like
The lie
taking
detector.
years off almost, you know,
Yeah.
like
people's
busting
ears
fingers.
and fingers, and all kind of stuff. So
What Bridges commented when that workout came out, he called it the lie detector.
lie detector.
It's
Figure out
true.
Who's cheating
Yeah.
or who's not
letting-
giving the full? Uh-oh. Trice has entered the chat. They got kindergarten registration today, so they were half day.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Whoa, you missing a tooth,
Missing a
homie?
tooth.
Hadn't
Looks
seen that yet.
Looks like a hockey player.
Yeah,
Said he
Mullet.
made some money. You made some money on it. $10, you said.
a mullet and
You told me.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
told
of
you
hockey
that?
player, I saw a
Don't touch.
stat. Wayne Gretzky was the first player to get from 0 to 1,000 points, goals, whatever.
Points is you get an assist. Assist is a point, and then
Oh,
the
okay.
goal is
It was points.
2,
I
think.
believe it was points. He was the first person to get from 0 to 1,000. And then you know who's second person to get from 0 to 1,000?
Ovechkin?
Wayne Gretzky again,
Oh.
when he went from 1,000 to 2,000.
That's
No way.
crazy.
And that him and his brother, they are the best brother duo in NHL history, and his brother scored 4 goals.
wow.
4 points. I think it was all points. 4 points. That's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
I can't remember if you get 1 point assist, 2 points goal. I think right
Yes.
because it's like that with. It's almost the same way with the team. So if you get a tie, you get 1 point. If you get a win, you get 2 points. That's how there's points.
And it's dependent too on if you win in a shootout, I think.
No,
Right?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was in college.
I don't think there's shootouts anymore. Is there?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Did you see the new kickoff rules for
Yeah, NFL.
That's wild.
I think it's
What
going
are
to
they
be
doing?
good. Can't kick it out of the back of the end zone. That's all I really care
I
about.
think it'll bring the kickoff back, which is
Oh,
good.
for sure.
I thought they were trying to get rid of the kickoff.
Did you not see what they did?
No.
So if you gotta watch it on the XFL. I forget the
Yeah.
exact yard lines, but
You
basically
kick it from the 30.
kick from the 30, and then
You're 5 yards apart, 10 yards apart.
10 yards apart, both so the Trice. No, we gotta be quiet, bud. You go out there and do that. You got 10 guys on the line, basically facing each other, 10 yards apart.
Like at the 50, basically.
Yeah, 50 or 40
40,
or
I think it's
30
the
or something
40.
like that. And then you have one guy back or
Yeah,
two guys back.
in a landing
One guy
zone.
back. Just the
One guy
the
back.
catcher. You're saying
Yeah, the receiver.
Receiver.
And as soon as they catch it, right?
It's got to land between the 10 and the 20, I believe.
Either when he
Right.
touches it or when it hits the ground, they can
Okay.
start moving.
They can start moving at each other. So it's less high speed running into each other. So it'll
But if you do break away, all you have to beat is the kicker.
yeah, it's true.
So if they can break away,
So there'll be some strategy to it. It'll bring the kickoff back. It'll be interesting.
Or it could go horribly wrong.
Could go horribly wrong, sure.
there won't be high speed collisions as much, and you cannot kick it out of the back of the end zone. That's really what I kind of cared about.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that is cool.
The penalty if you kick out. I think you get it. Is it the 40 that you
35
get?
probably.
35. Is
like
that
kicking
when
it
you
out of
kick it out?
bounds?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, you'll have to see it. We didn't do a great job of explaining
We
it.
didn't do a
No,
great job at all.
But if you
And I think
watch the video,
Yeah, there's a video of XFL doing it.
It made
It's the same
sense when
thing.
you just described it.
Yeah. But XFL is way better. Like you can see it.
Yeah. So that's exciting. But I don't know why that stemmed from my Wayne Gretzky
I wanted to
comment.
kick Brock Purdy in the shins when I saw him this weekend, by the way.
Oh, really?
It brought back a lot of emotions.
Poor Brock. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
He's a
seems
good
like
dude.
it, but
No one
Still hate
said.
Screw him, though.
No
still
one
hate him.
said he's not a
Yeah,
good
nobody
guy.
says he's not a good guy.
Did you see how the incentive payments worked out this year? Basically, like he basically doubled his salary from incentives. Aaron Rodgers made like $74. Literally, like he made under $100 in his incentive pay.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. Well,
But I
what do you
felt-
play, like, how many snaps?
It was like 30% of the
He-
season or something.
Like 2 or 3 plays, maybe.
Yeah, 2 or 3 plays. I remember we came back from hunting, and Sam
It was
was
on
saying
TV.
How, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles.
Well, I think we watched it happen.
Hey, he knows
Right?
who you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
On the Cam Haynes.
Oh, that's
right.
Lift, run, shoot. That was cool.
I don't know how
CrossFit
he
guy.
looked at that wall and
And
he only knew you.
Only knew
that
me
was funny.
and
He goes,
bench
"Oh, yeah,
press.
Rich."
Yeah.
I don't know that
Yeah.
guy.
The bench press makes sense.
yeah, touche.
Well, let's promote Everyday Hero.
Oh, yeah. Every day here games.
Signups are open finally. We've been
Open
talking about it for
finally?
a long time.
We're good.
Yep.
Yep. So I don't know if everybody saw in there. We'll do top 2 men and women from each division. Basically, if first and second can't make it, third and fourth, or second and fourth, or whatever it is, but you'll team up and we'll do an in-person throwdown here at Mayhem.
Jake
Programmed by us.
Jake wanted me to give a little teaser. I've been asked, where should people go to
To prepare for it.
prepare for it? Want to know maybe a hint or something? And my best hint for those people would be to follow the Everyday Hero program.
Good job.
I know the guy who's programming it. And
Yeah.
he'll give you a
He'll-
hint every now
He'll
and then,
go
maybe.
toss a little
He'll give you a bone.
Yeah.
If you use his code too. Use his code
Get a
Angelo.
double bone.
Yeah, I'll throw you 2 bones.
You did do put a lot of thought on that one. Thank you.
You can also use code Rich Froning for 15% off Mayhem Athlete.
All right, there you go.
Oh. Why do you have your own code?
Well, we're trying to tap. Yeah. Hey, when you guys are stealing all my money, I got to try to steal something back, you know?
So you can either use code Rich Froning for 15% off or Angelo for a lesser amount.
I thought it was 20%. Actually.
Yeah, I thought it was
Oh.
20%.
All right. I don't know what Angelo gets.
What kind of deal is this? Yeah.
Wait, they get 20% off, and Angelo gets paid part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're,
So
you're
I'm
taking
getting
home
double
nothing.
hosed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't take home anything.
So I'm
No.
not getting a double
Yeah.
bone. I'm getting
yeah.
double boned.
Poor Rich.
Yeah. Yeah, Everyday Hero. I think it should be cool. I'm excited to.
Yeah.
We got to start programming for that. Thinking. I've already have some ideas. We'll sit around, put them on paper.
Scott has an idea.
I have a really good idea.
I knew
Can
you had one
you-
idea. I didn't know you had a really good
Can
one.
you elaborate without
No.
giving away? All right.
No. It has good tie-in to the fact that it's an Everyday Hero games, in some sense, and it's also, I think, maybe logistically difficult though.
Great.
We only have 20 people we gotta transport around, right?
Yeah.
And we're not live streaming. We're gonna do like
Yeah, but I think even if you had like 2 people, it might be logistically
Alright.
difficult.
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay.
Logistical name
I'll-
of 2 people.
I'll tell you. I mean, one person.
What are you gonna do? What's it called?
Actually, I have
hang
2
on.
good ideas now.
Land tracking, or what's it called?
I just thought of
Land
another.
nav-
one.
Stop telling us about your good ideas you
navigate.
can't say. At least say
Yeah.
one.
I can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't say them, but I'll tell you after.
land nav.
Everyone else will have to find out when they find out.
yeah. The idea is that each event will kind of have one of the professions
In mind.
in mind. Might not be perfect, but
We'll do our best.
we'll do our best.
Like it.
What you got, Rao? Ooh, Tigers 3-3.
What else do we got? You tried Just Meats. You loved it.
I did. Yeah.
I just had some just meats.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Chimichurri steak. For
Dude,
lunch.
it's-
It's good. It's delicious.
I think that one's actually my favorite.
That one's good. The tri-tip is really good. The brisket is good. All the chickens are good. Minus, I don't love. It just doesn't have a ton of flavor. The diced chicken, roast diced
Yeah.
chicken.
Chicken's tough,
That's
man.
my favorite.
Yeah.
The chicken thighs we had that barbecue night were
That
good.
was-
The wings were
The
incredible.
wings were
I
incredible.
don't know when the barbecue stuff's available, but it's awesome.
What was that your experience? Like, what was your favorite?
The ground beef.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Are you kidding me?
It's so good. I thought that too. I'm like, just ground beef, whatever. I'll make it. It'll be good. Dude, it's so good. It's incredible.
Out of nowhere.
It was so good. Like
Is that
with-
because that's the only one you know?
no, no. I've been
Wow.
eating a lot of the chicken too, but
I haven't
then,
had any
I
of the
had
ground beef. Granted, I have thousands of pounds
just the
of
one that came with it,
elk
like the
in
ground beef.
here, so I
marinade.
don't really,
Yeah.
know.
Gosh,
But
I think it's so good. Like, well, maybe it's because I eat deer burger a lot, but dude, it is so good. Like, I'm thinking about it right now. It's incredible. Like, I was
hilarious.
eating it at work, and one of the guys was like, "Let me try that," and because I was like, "Dude, this
how'd
is
you
like
heat it up? Microwave or stove?
pan."
Yeah, like on the
You got to be careful of that. It dries it out, right? It would dry it out.
On the stove
Yeah.
top?
Yeah.
I guess. But I don't go
All
too
right.
much. Just warm it up.
All right.
Just like
Huh.
5 minutes.
I'll take that
love it.
recommendation.
And I gave it to
don't know that
one of
I've
the
tried
guys. He goes,
I'll
this
take
is-
that
this might be-
action.
This might be the best. Like it was just
The-
a plate of
The
ground
best
beef.
just meat I've ever had.
Yeah, I think he may have he said just that exactly.
Are
What is
you
that? Just meat?
are you
What is
real
it?
like are you
What?
crazy diligent about making your food in advance, or do you just kind of do it on the fly? How does that work?
Sometimes.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
You know?
No.
You just yeah.
The most fly by the seat of the pants.
It's
person
really
you've ever met.
nice. It's really nice when there's food ready to go, though.
The
Like
fact that we
that's
know
pretty
that we're
close
doing
ready to
Mayhem
go, which is
Mountain,
nice.
Mayhem on the Mountain, like a month and a half before is huge. You know, like
You're like the only guy that doesn't even have a plan for where your water's gonna come from.
it's true.
You work out 5 hours a day. You show up everywhere, no liquid.
Yeah,
No
that's
plans.
that is.
unknown and unknowable.
Any
You do
other-
raw dog the day a lot, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Any other person opens up some kind of liquid, tax.
Yeah.
Tax, man.
Just
Tax.
tax
Tax.
them.
Hey, I get taxed on everything that I do. You guys get taxed too.
I got hosed.
I get taxed on you. Don't, Angelo. Just stop.
Mm,
Just stop.
You should get
Don't-
rid of
it
that.
was bad.
Don't do it.
It
Drink
was
all
so
your good
bad.
stuff before you can take
Guess
it.
how much? Guess.
$3,000.
$3,000.
Play me a sad song.
$3,000.
Do you want to know how much? I'm not telling you. On this podcast. But it's a lot more than that.
$3,000.
Everybody just sat up and they're like, yeah.
I shit myself. I was so mad. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew I was planning on about 5,000 though, so I actually wasn't.
You took the under, huh? Or you
I
got
did.
the under.
I was planning on 5,000, and like I was putting our income in there, and like it adds it up for me, and I was like, I started to see the number just grow, and I'm like, this is not good. This isn't good.
Yeah. Yep.
Why can't they take taxes out initially? No, never mind. I like to do it because then you can track your money.
What
better
gets
than
me
what
is
the,
that they know what you owe.
yeah.
It's the funniest part of the whole
Just
thing.
send me the bill, and I'll say, hey, all right, well,
Exactly.
let me send you some things where I'm going to take off.
Yes.
Right?
I-
They know. But thanks a lot, Tax Act and Tax Slayer and all you people.
100%.
That is insane. Because I'm like, all right, here's what we owe. Actually, we're going to charge you. And then we're going to charge you interest because you calculated it wrong.
Yeah.
Jackasses.
Hey, I didn't get any tax break for giving to charity. What's up with that?
Thanks a lot,
Oh,
Biden.
yeah. A bunch of money. More money than I can afford. Yeah, more money than I can afford. Yeah, I think it said, yeah, that's what it did say that.
So
you,
basically, there's no point in giving.
you didn't
Good
give.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done, Biden.
yeah.
You didn't give enough. Is that what happened?
Well, I didn't give enough. No, I
The
didn't give enough.
threshold. Wow. You say $10,000?
Which I gave more. I gave more last year than I've ever given.
Well, shouldn't
and
it be
I
a
didn't give
percentage?
enough.
Like, if the taxes are a percentage, shouldn't the giving be a percentage?
Exactly. Why do I have to give as much as you?
I give more than 10,000, Angelo.
I'm just saying. It should be a percentage. It should. And while we're at it, you should give me some of your money. And you should.
Let's
everyone
go
in this room. We should
Let's go to
split it up.
Canada or somewhere where they do that, and I'll give you some.
We should
Let's do
split it up. I don't like it.
You don't like this system?
I like you working hard for my money.
I take
my money, and I want it now.
I take Rich's money every 2 weeks.
You all take my
Me
money.
too.
Yeah, you know? But, hey, you guys earned it.
Yeah,
You've earned it. With
Thanks, Rich.
Yeah.
All right, everybody do your taxes.
Does that do?
It's coming up soon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
6
that
days,
day
maybe?
means
Somebody-
nothing
yeah,
to me
exactly.
anymore.
Yeah.
You pay them as you go.
No, it's every, quarter now?
Yeah.
Yeah, quarterly. I paid more than 3,000 this quarter, Angelo. If it makes you feel any better. Yeah. Is what it is. Taxes, hey, means you're making money, right?
Hey,
That's what
how? Speaking of things that aren't exciting, how about? Are you stressed at all?
Property
for,
taxes while we're talking about it?
No, no.
Yeah, I am stressed about it.
I
By the
already
way.
paid that.
Are you stressed about next week in the 81 people at Mayhem that are doing quarterfinals?
No, I'm not Josh Malone. If I was Josh Malone, I would be
Do
very
you think he's stressed?
Josh is like always stressed, but you don't see it, I think.
Yeah, he's
There's
like, he's
81
like a Josh 6, which would be like most of us 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
But there's 81 people that qualified.
I think 50-something are confirmed or something like that.
kind of a lot.
That's a lot.
That sucks.
Because think about redos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of a hassle for two teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just kept seeing them do their group warm-ups together, and it stressed me out.
That's a Jorge. Jorge likes that.
Oh, he likes to group warm up.
Yeah, he likes a group warm
Is he
up.
coaching him?
I think so.
Nice. Good. I like Jorge.
He's a reigning team champ.
He is. Better than
He's
you.
the only one. He's the only one in the gym that can say that.
Better than you.
Yeah, better than you.
Yeah. New, fresher than me.
Fresher than you. Fresher meat.
Fresher. He's up on the times, you know.
Yeah.
You have anything else on your 18-point list that you wanted to talk about?
You got a huge list.
He was like, well, I can't wait for this podcast. I'm like, I don't have shit to talk about.
Yeah.
He's like,
No, I
on
think
the
that-
contrary.
I think that's it. Probably
Hunting.
kill a couple turkeys this
Turkeys.
weekend.
Yeah.
Did you see I posted the text thread between me and Hillary?
Yes. Trying to manage expectations.
I want to go out every single morning.
Did you see what my message said?
Yeah,
I
until
said,
there's
I'll be gone every morning until I shoot a turkey in the face, probably 2.
yeah. Is the bag limit still 2, right?
2.
Yeah.
Then we may take some trips. We'll see.
Yeah, so we need to go every morning until 2 turkeys are
Dead.
done for.
DED.
You been seeing him?
Dead. Yeah, until Matt took Pfeiffer on juvenile weekend this weekend.
Nice.
And I haven't seen him since.
Oh, bummer.
Every day.
Did they get one?
Morning. No. Every day, morning and evening without fail.
Yep.
I have a great Matt Billings story after this podcast.
And then as soon as I see Matt walk by the game camera and Pfeiffer in tow, I was like, all right, cool.
Nothing else.
Haven't seen
They
anything
just
since.
oh man.
I was like, we've purposely not been going to
Yeah.
that spot, so we have a good spot. But I mean, that's what makes turkey hunting fun, though. You can move around a little bit, and deer, that you got your spot right, and you're kind of stuck to it, at least in that sitting session. But turkey, you can kind of be a little bit more mobile. So
Give us some clucks. I've been practicing.
Nailed it. They're probably waiting outside the door right now.
Yeah. I do have some domesticated turkeys that live
You brought
across the
'em
street
back?
from me.
Yeah.
And I got them fired up with this thing
Did
the
you?
other day. It was so funny. One puffed up and it was running around. It came running right towards me. Neighbors probably didn't like it.
They're like, they're fenced in.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
fenced in. They're like chickens, basically.
are they
but
white or are they?
they're brown and white.
brown
Yeah,
and white?
they're brown and white, and it got all puffed up. And they started to run towards me. It was like
that's
it was
awesome.
gobbling at it. I go, okay, well at least I'm kind of doing it right. That thing may be really stupid, but I don't
Great
know.
practice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good practice.
They ever bring them in? Goblin? Do they
What?
bring in other turkeys? You ever noticed?
I never noticed. No, I can't. Well, there's a lot of trees between us. I can you have to really kind of look for them. You can see their coop back there, and you can kind of see where their fence is.
Yeah.
And I saw one run around. I've seen them get out before. They come across the street. They're out the street, and they don't look like regular turkeys.
Kill them and eat them.
Yeah, I guess eggs maybe.
Eggs.
They make eggs.
Kill them, eat them.
They have what kind of eggs are turkey? I've never seen a turkey,
Turkey
egg.
eggs.
Turkey eggs. Yeah. Real good.
What do they look like? Are they big, small?
I think they look kind of like
Definitely.
oblong, like an oblong looking egg shaped, probably.
Yeah. Brown or white, I'm guessing.
Similar to chicken, but kind of a little different, like more turkey-ish than chicken eggs.
Yeah. They they gobble when they hatch versus crow.
Hey, you ever crack open an egg and there's like a dead baby chicken inside of it?
Yes.
No.
You got to put a flashlight up to the shell to make sure it's not been fertilized.
Well, it's happened to me a couple times.
Are you serious?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's happened to me.
And like,
Turkey eggs are only about
large chicken in it?
50%
They're like
large.
a baby chicken.
Yeah, a dead baby chicken.
Well, they die because the mom's not sitting on it, though.
Yeah, that's sad.
What is it?
Turkey eggs are only about 50% larger than a chicken egg, but they have nearly twice the amount of calories, fats, and protein.
So it's like a duck egg.
The look, texture, and flavor of a turkey egg is nearly identical to that of a chicken egg.
Where are you getting these eggs? This is actually blowing my
You're
mind.
getting them farm fresh.
I have eaten
Well-
so many eggs in my life, and I've never had that experience.
So it's
Well, if you got a
happened.
rooster,
Well, so that's happened
yeah,
with
if you're at home.
like eggs that are from someone's chickens
yeah, that
before.
makes
But I
sense.
have had it happen one time from a store-bought egg.
No way.
Yep.
never had that happen.
I've had it happen, not from store-bought, though.
It's happened one time from a store-bought egg. It
Um,
freaked me out. That was the first time it ever happened, actually. It was a store-bought egg. Now I come to expect it.
Sam was telling me that his parents have chickens, and I don't know if they still have the rooster or not, but that rooster he screws day and night. All of the hens, day and night, never stops. He said it's crazy. You wouldn't believe it. That's all they do. What? It's chickens. That's what they do.
You think he'd get tired at some point?
You would think.
He's got some stamina, huh?
Oh, man. I don't even know what we're talking about now. All right. Well, on that note,
Yeah, maybe we just we bail there. I got more egg questions for sure, but
Yep.
I guess you get turkey and start getting some eggs.
Have some domesticated turkeys
Yeah.
and use them to
We gotta
use it
kill-
as like as a
We got to kill some raccoons. Did I tell you that stat?
like a Trojan horse. No,
Raccoons,
killing
raccoons,
poults.
possum, and skunks kill eggs. They take eggs. 80% usually.
Dang, that's a
Crazy.
lot.
We got a lot of raccoons on
We
camera.
do. That's probably why. That's why the turkey numbers are down-ish. Because you used to be able to kill 4.
1 Jake, 3,
Yeah,
or 4
toms.
toms.
That's crazy.
I don't know if we're necessarily have the problem here. I think it's
Oh.
more Western Tennessee, but
Okay.
they blanketed the whole area.
Okay.
Yeah, because they moved the season back 2 weeks to allow
Yeah.
them to breed, and then All right.
I feel like I don't see as many as like even when the first season that I was here, I was like, oh my God, there's turkeys everywhere, and just so it could be just perception, right?
I need to shoot my shotgun.
Yeah, I got to put my red dot on mine. Got that SIG red dot now.
I need to.
So I need to go pick up a gun from Outdoor Junction as well.
Oh, you got a gun?
A mystery
Exercise
package.
Yeah, access.
Is it a gun or is it just the bottom?
No, it's a gun.
Oh, sweet.
I don't know what gun it is.
Oh, even better.
I don't even ask. I just like show up. You know,
Nice. They charge you $10, right?
10 or like 40.
Oh my gosh.
20, I can't remember.
Screw them.
It's like almost as much as your taxes.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh.
I don't. Maybe it is 10. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
They don't have to charge you anything. You know that, right?
Instead of paying a couple $1,000s for a gun, I could,
Yeah.
you know.
But you could get it somewhere else that you wouldn't like. You if you had a buddy
but
with
I
a
gotta
license.
keep an FFL up, and you probably have to pay to keep that up. Why don't you get your FFL?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, we walk you through it.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then we just transfer from you, and you could charge me $10. I'll pay you $10. I gave Trice $10 for his tooth.
Yeah.
I mean the tooth fairy did.
Yeah, it'd go to a lot better place. Someone would screw your arrows up.
Your kids
Screw my
make
arrows up?
$10
Me,
off the
screw
tooth
my
fairy.
arrows up after junction.
What?
The tooth fairy pays
This
$10.
is the front tooth.
Okay,
Oh, those are more
I say
expensive.
that's inflation.
It's like
I don't know.
I think Hillary has like a
Oh,
weird scale of like.
scale.
She wanted to give him $20, and I was like, I'm not giving that little bastard $20. He doesn't even know what $20 is. So I think for the first tooth we did 20, and then after that it was $1. But the front tooth, and all I had was a 10.
Well, it's kind of like an elephant tusk.
Yeah. And so
The ivories.
he, the morning of, he reaches, he goes, I got $1. I was like,
Oh boy.
it's actually a 10.
Yeah.
It's like, I got $10.
He'll spend it.
Could
in
have
the
been
cof-
just a oh yeah.
He'll spend it in the coffee shop.
Yeah, he goes, and I got $13 in my piggy bank. That's $23. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
public school works.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing? Cold? All right. Anything else?
Nope.
No more topics?
Nope.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.